What if a designer's true ambition didn't lie in pure extravagance, but in their ability to tame their own theatricality? This is the challenge taken up by Irakli Rusadze for Situationist's first official runway show in Paris. In this video, we'll explore how this collection marks the end of a rebellious, underground era to make way for a new form of architectural luxury, one that is far more complex and mature than it appears. Hello, my fellow fashion lovers. I'm delighted to be back with you to analyze what might just be one of the major turning points of this Parisian season. From the moment you enter the venue, the atmosphere is radically different from what the brand has offered us over its first decade. There's a new sense of solemnity, a desire for clarity. The staging, more institutional this time, seeks to emphasize the structure of the garments rather than the chaos of movement. It immediately raises an essential question. Can a niche brand with Georgian roots remain true to itself while claiming a global spot on the luxury stage? What stands out across this entire Fall-Winter 2026 collection is the omnipresence of controlled volume. Irakli Rusadze favors an extremely bold shoulder line, subtly evoking the power-dressing spirit of the 90s, but without ever falling into pastiche or easy nostalgia. Throughout the show, we see sculptural collars wrapping the neck like protective veils, and more understated shapes that delicately embrace the frame. The designer plays with blazer lapels that unfold into spectacular pleats, creating a fascinating contrast between frontal rigor and the almost airy fullness of the back. You can feel a real exploration of sleeve movement, which seems to break free from traditional tailoring structures. But can such architecture really be worn daily without looking like a costume? That's the guiding thread here. The precision of Situationist cuts remains intact, almost surgical, but it now adapts to structured trousers and straight midi skirts that ground the silhouette. This is where I wonder, does this transition toward a more commercial aesthetic risk erasing the rawness that made us love the brand in the first place? For me, the answer lies in the persistence of a certain technical discretion. Infused throughout the collection, we discover details that prove the designer hasn't lost any of his edge. I'm thinking particularly of those trompe-l'oeil seams on the heather gray pieces, or the hidden pattern-making details that only reveal themselves when the model is in motion. This is the paradox of Rusadze this season, creating genius that doesn't need to shout. The detail becomes a confidence shared between the designer and the woman wearing the garment. You're no longer just wearing an external structure, you're living inside it. This drive to finish a garment perfectly is also evident in the importance given to accessories, especially those oversized bags that anchor the brand in a concrete, utilitarian reality. One might wonder if this vision, as impeccable as it is, sometimes lacks a bit of breathing room or lightness. You can feel that Irakli wanted to show it all for this first major official date in Paris, as if validating 10 years of work in a single show. This might be the limit of the exercise, a collection that is at times very dense, almost overwhelming, trying to prove its potential on every front, from technical knitwear to sculptural leather. But in reality, that's where the raw power of the project lies. This visual generosity is the urgency of a designer who knows he is defining his brand for the decade to come. He isn't trying to please everyone, he's demonstrating that he has mastered every code of the modern wardrobe. In the end, Situationist offers us a vision where theatricality finally becomes functional. Irakli Rusadze doesn't deny his roots or his taste for drama, he refines them to make them universal. Here, the garment reclaims its role as a bridge between a strong individual identity and the demands of a world that craves substance. It's a successful synthesis of what contemporary luxury should be, a piece capable of telling a story without sacrificing everyday elegance. Thank you for sharing this analysis with me. And what about you? How do you perceive this evolution? Do you prefer the radical, raw Situationist of the early days or this more structured, Parisian version? Let me know in the comments. I am so curious to read your thoughts. I wish you an excellent viewing of the rest of the show. Stay inspired and take care of yourselves.